In this video we will understand the basics of shell. We'll see what is a shell at a very high level, and we'll also understand these basic key terminologies like home directory and this command line structure. So at a very high level, in the Windows or Linux world, this is the basic high level design, how this system works. In the Windows also we have this at the core hardware, which is surrounded by operating system related applications, and then on top of this operating system we have our own applications which are designed by the user. So this user uses these applications to interact with the operating system, which in turn operate hardware. Okay. And in the same way, in Linux world we have hardware at the core, and which is surrounded by the kernel. With this kernel manages the hardware, and this kernel is surrounded by the shell. In this shell we'll have the set of applications which are written by individual users. Okay. Or else if you have like a particular operating system installed, you will get default set of applications which fall under this shell category, which will be used by user to communicate to this operating system. So to give you an example here, if I open this terminal, as we know, to communicate to the operating system there are two ways. We can use this GUI, graphical user interface of for example of Windows, or we get in Linux also, and the other is used through command line utilities. So this is a command line utility. So this is a kind of shell program interface using which we can communicate to the underlying operating system, right? So that is a very high level of what is a shell. Okay, a shell is nothing but a collection of these kind of programs through which we can communicate to the backend kernel or operating system. Now what is a home directory? So whenever a user logs into this operating system, this machine, by default he will be redirected to his home directory. So for example, in here I have launched this shell program through my this user. Okay, so if I see this user present working directory, it says home/omkar. So if this operating system, this machine has like multiple users, each and every user will have its own home directory. Okay, so why these home directories are required? It is because to separate the content from one user to another user. Okay, so if I am, when I log in and if I create some directories, right, then this directory which I created will not be available in other user home directory. Okay, so that's how we can separate the content. That's how we can structure the content using this directory structure. Okay, now how to communicate to the kernel? Using the command interface. Okay, this is a command interface, and we write commands. The command structure is like this. We write command. For example, echo is a command. It's a program in the backend, and option is, let's say if I write echo and write hello, so this is a command. This is the argument to this program, this function which is there within this operating system. Okay, when I say echo hello, it is printing hello. Now if I want to manipulate, if we want to manipulate this output, then what we can do, we can use these options. For example, I write n. So the complete structure follows like this: we have command, we have options, we have argument. Okay, so this is the command, this is the option, and this is the argument. So this is how the basic shell structure looks like, and this is the shell, one of the command line utility, and this is how the structure looks like to communicate to the backend kernel. Okay, in coming videos we'll explore this further. So I'll close this video over here. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.